The Bermuda Triangle. 10 facts about the mystery that still puzzles scientists. It is a stretch of ocean steeped in legend, a place on the map where the laws of physics supposedly bend and break. The Bermuda Triangle. For decades, the name has conjured chilling images of ships found inexplicably abandoned, of entire squadrons of military aircraft vanishing from the sky, and of compasses spinning wildly as a strange, otherworldly fog descends. It has been blamed on everything from rogue waves and magnetic anomalies to alien abductions and portals to another dimension. But what is the truth behind the world's most famous patch of paranormal sea? Is it a genuine vortex of unexplained phenomena, a place that truly puzzles the scientific community? Or is it a manufactured mystery, a legend built on a foundation of exaggeration, misinformation, and coincidence? To find out, we must navigate the mysterious waters of the legend itself, separating documented fact from sensational fiction. 1. It does not exist on any official map. This is the most fundamental fact about the Bermuda Triangle. You will not find it on any official map produced by any government or scientific body in the world. The U.S. Board on Geographic Names, the organization responsible for maintaining uniform geographic name usage throughout the federal government, does not recognize the Bermuda Triangle as an official name or region. Its borders are purely a product of literary invention, typically defined as the triangular area between Miami, Florida, San Juan, Puerto Rico, and the mid-Atlantic island of Bermuda. The boundaries were drawn by authors, not by oceanographers, to create a stage for a collection of seemingly related mysteries. 2. The name was coined in a 1960s pulp magazine. The idea of the Bermuda Triangle wasn't born from ancient mariners' tales or forgotten sea shanties. The legend is a surprisingly modern creation. The name was popularized in a 1964 article for Argosy, a popular American men's pulp adventure magazine. The author, Vincent Gaddis, wrote a piece titled "The Deadly Bermuda Triangle," in which he cataloged a series of unexplained disappearances in the region, framing them as a singular, recurring mystery. Gaddis was the first to draw the iconic triangular shape and give the phenomenon its catchy, alliterative name. His article laid the groundwork for the entire legend as we know it today. 3. A 1974 bestseller turned the legend into a global phenomenon. While Vincent Gaddis coined the name, it was author Charles Berlitz who launched the Bermuda Triangle into the stratosphere of pop culture. His 1974 book, The Bermuda Triangle, was a runaway international bestseller, selling millions of copies and cementing the legend in the public consciousness. Berlitz masterfully retold the stories of lost ships and planes, but he embellished them heavily with sensational details and wild speculation. He linked the disappearances to paranormal forces, time warps, submerged alien technology, and even the lost city of Atlantis. It was Berlitz's book that introduced most of the now famous and often inaccurate details that define the mystery for millions of people. The disappearance of the USS Cyclops is a core, real mystery. One of the most famous cases associated with the Triangle is the tragic and genuine mystery of the USS Cyclops. In March 1918, this massive U.S. Navy collier ship, over 500 feet long, vanished without a trace, with 306 crew and passengers aboard while sailing from Barbados to Baltimore. No distress call was ever received, and no wreckage was ever found. It remains the single largest loss of life in U.S. naval history, not involving direct combat. While the disappearance is a legitimate and still unsolved maritime disaster, it occurred decades before the Bermuda Triangle was invented. At the time, naval investigators suspected the ship, which was heavily loaded with manganese ore, either suffered a catastrophic structural failure or was capsized by a rogue wave in an unexpected storm. Flight 19 is the undisputed cornerstone of the legend. The most famous and oft-repeated story is that of Flight 19. On December 5, 1945, 5 U.S. Navy Avenger torpedo bombers took off from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, for a routine training flight. The flight of 14 airmen, led by an experienced instructor, became hopelessly lost over the Atlantic. Radio transmissions revealed that the flight leader's compasses had failed, and he was disoriented, famously stating, "Everything is wrong, strange. We can't be sure of any direction. Even the ocean doesn't look as it should." All 5 planes presumably ran out of fuel and ditched in the rough seas. Tragically, a Martin Mariner search plane sent to look for them, with a crew of 13, also vanished. While this sounds incredibly mysterious, the Martin Mariner had a known history of fuel vapor leaks, and it was widely believed at the time that the rescue plane had simply exploded in mid-air. A meticulous investigation debunked most of the mysteries. In 1975, a librarian and pilot named Larry Cushy decided to do what Charles Berlitz had not. He went back and checked the original sources. For his book, The Bermuda Triangle Mystery Solved, Cushy meticulously examined primary documents like U.S. Navy and Coast Guard incident reports, weather archives, and original newspaper accounts. He discovered that the legend was a manufactured mystery. Cushy found that authors like Berlitz had consistently exaggerated details, invented mysterious circumstances, and reported events inaccurately. He found that many mysterious disappearances had actually occurred during violent, documented hurricanes, and that some ships and planes reported as lost in the Triangle had in fact disappeared in other parts of the world, or in some cases, had never existed at all. It's one of the world's most heavily traveled regions. Far from being a feared zone that pilots and captains avoid, the Bermuda Triangle is one of the most heavily trafficked areas of the ocean in the world. It is a major shipping lane for cargo vessels traveling to and from ports in America, Europe, and the Caribbean. It is also crossed by hundreds of commercial and private aircraft every single day. Just as a busy motorway will naturally have more accidents than a quiet country road, a heavily traveled stretch of ocean will have more incidents than a less traveled one. Statistically, the number of disappearances in the region is not disproportionately high, given the sheer volume of traffic that passes through it safely. 8. The weather and sea floor are genuinely treacherous. While there may be no paranormal forces at work, the Bermuda Triangle is a genuinely hazardous place to travel for purely scientific reasons. The region is known for its rapidly changing and uniquely violent weather. It is where tropical storms and hurricanes frequently form, and the powerful current of the Gulf Stream can create sudden, extreme shifts in weather. This current is also so swift that it can disperse any wreckage from a crash very quickly. Furthermore, the sea floor in the region is incredibly deep, containing the Puerto Rico Trench, which at over 8,000 meters is the deepest point in the Atlantic Ocean. Any wreckage that sinks into such depths would be exceptionally difficult, if not impossible, to find. 9. Compass problems and methane gas theories have natural explanations. Proponents of the mystery often cite compass malfunctions as evidence of a strange magnetic anomaly. However, the Bermuda Triangle is one of the few places on Earth where magnetic north, where a compass needle points, and true geographic north, the direction of the North Pole, actually line up. This can cause confusion for navigators who don't account for it, but it is a natural, predictable geomagnetic feature, not a paranormal one. Another popular theory is that huge bubbles of methane gas erupt from the sea floor, sinking ships. While methane hydrates do exist on the ocean floor, there is no evidence to suggest that they erupt with enough frequency or force to account for the region's disappearances. 10. The official consensus. There is no mystery to solve. Ask the experts who deal with maritime and aviation safety for a living, and they will tell you the same thing. The U.S. Coast Guard, which conducts search and rescue operations in the region, officially states that the Bermuda Triangle does not exist. They write, "In a review of many aircraft and vessel losses in the area over the years, there has been nothing discovered that would indicate that casualties were the result of anything other than physical causes." Likewise, the world's leading maritime insurance company, Lloyd's of London, does not charge higher rates for vessels transiting the area. The scientific and official consensus is clear. The real mystery of the Bermuda Triangle is not why ships and planes disappear, but how a legend built on such shaky evidence became so incredibly powerful and enduring.